Wubba lubba dub dub motherfuckers. What is going on, everyone? It is I, everyone's favorite jack of all trades, with the foul mouth, coming to Urban. Welcome back to another awesome fucking video, guys. I greatly do appreciate it. And before I dive into this bitch, I want to give a big shout out to all of you guys, my viewers and my subscribers, for sticking around watching this shit. The reason why I fucking do is for you guys, so yeah. Anyway, we're gonna have ourselves an awesome book review. And it's a book dealing with this beautiful lady here, the USS Arizona. Yes, this is Arizona from Azure Lane, so if you haven't looked at that, look up Azure Lane, and yes, it's fucking awesome anime series and fucking awesome game. Anyway, Arizona is such a beautiful lady, both human form, like in Azure Lane, and in ship form. As we can see here, I got my massive fucking 1 to 200 scale model of the Arizona on the bench. No, we're not building this thing. I just fucking have it as a backdrop. Trust me, whenever I get around to building this humongous motherfucker, you guys will know. So anyway, the book that I want to review to you guys is right here, and this is absolutely an amazing fucking book, guys. It is titled The USS Arizona. The ship, the men, the Pearl Harbor attack, and the symbol that aroused America. Written by Joy, Waldron, Jasper, James P. Delgado, and Jim Adams. And it says right here, it's in a memorable book about Ground Zero on the day America entered World War II, says Walter Cronkite. And this is absolutely a fucking awesome book. Even if you're not working on any models of the ship, like right now I'm currently doing a 1/426 scale model by Revell, and sooner or later I will be doing this humongous motherfucker. If you're interested in Pearl Harbor and shit, this is definitely a book you should read. And it says right here, it says it was superbly researched, brilliantly written. The USS Arizona is a moving portrayal of a tiring tragedy filled with the drama and courage of ordinary men. And that was written by Clive Cussler, the man who wrote the amazing fucking book Raise the Titanic. Anyway, anyway, it says right here, remember, the Arizona was the battle cry of American soldiers stationed in the Pacific during World War II. The mighty warship, which was bombed at Pearl Harbor by the Japanese on December the 7th, 1941, became and remains to this day a symbol and a rallying point for America's sudden entrance into the war. Yeah, it was. Here, using eyewitness accounts of the bombing and the sinking, the authors narrate the compelling history of the USS Arizona before, during, and after the attack, and describe the Arizona's memorial legacy today. This engrossing book includes 16 pages of photographs and extensive interviews with sailors who survived Imperial Japan's attack. The USS Arizona, published on December 7, 2001, the 60th anniversary of the surprise attack, is the only full-length book on the great ship and its beautiful resting place. Well, it was at the time, but now there's actually quite a few more. But anyway, basically what this book attains to is about the Arizona. And including, here's your preface, your introduction to Arizona, counterbow, chapter 1, battleship is born, 2, orchids and steel, 3, rites of passage, 4, war games, 5, the Japanese dragons, 6, attack, the view from below decks, 7, attack, the view topside, 8, going to war, 9, symbol of war, 10, Arizona underwater, postscript, the Battle of Midway, and of course your multiple appendixes, which includes the casualty list, the survivors list, funeral services held for Arizona men on the ship, casualties by Japan of their ships, bibliography, acknowledgments, and index. And what these three authors have done, Jasper, Delgado, and Adams, as they were able to pretty much stitch the overlaying pieces of the story, that is the story of the bombing and sinking of this magnificent ship, as told by all of the different survivors from that day. And this is actually a really great quote here. "I fear we will awaken a sleeping giant and fill him with terrible resolve." That was from the diary of Admiral Isoroku Yamamoto, commander of the Japanese forces. Being appraised of an attack to be launched later in the year at Pearl Harbor. He knew it was a bad idea, but they still went with it anyway. And of course, Japan did get fucked in the end. When we basically made him the front row, gave him a front row seat to the largest gender reveal party, when we showed him we had a little boy. Yeah. Don't fuck with our boats. Basically, as you read through this book or whatever, it lays out the early history of the ship when she was first built up until the 6th of December, which a lot has happened in those 20 some odd years. So, and it goes into great detail. Multiple crew members were asked about, were interviewed, and I'm thinking sadly now, I think all those men that were interviewed for this book are now sadly, they have passed on, which terribly sucks, because I would have loved to have talked to all of them and got to hear firsthand about it. Because that's just me. I love hearing about stuff from, the older generation firsthand. Because I knew a gentleman who was, he was a World War II veteran. He actually served on several ships. He served on the Pennsylvania, and he also served on the New Jersey. And, yeah, some of the stories he told me and shit, because he said he was at Pearl Harbor. He was on Arizona. He was on Pennsylvania, which he said miraculously was almost unscathed. But he said that, talking about when he saw the massive bomb go off on Arizona, he said there was nothing else like it. He said it was just, you literally felt that fucking explosion throughout the entire harbor. Because right there, see, there's a picture of Pennsylvania, and right in front is the castle, because he told me that this ship literally was a massive fireball. And that's the USS Downs, and that massive black smoke cloud behind Pennsy is her sister Arizona dying and burning. But this book, after I got done reading it, I just took it in and I was like, wow. These poor men went through so much hell, and it was just all because the Japanese, I'm just going to be very blunt, the Japanese were just dicks. I don't know why they were being dicks. Well, I know why, because they wanted total, they just wanted total, whatever. They just wanted total control of the Pacific, and they figured if they could, blow the air, destroy the battleships at Pearl Harbor, then they would symbol of war. There was actually something I was reading in here that was actually I forget where I read it at, but it was a gentleman flying a bomber, and he was flying over the ships. I think it was at Midway. Yeah, I think it was Midway. Yeah, I think it might have been in here. If I find it, I'm gonna fucking read it really quick, because it was such an amazing, right here, here it is. Such a fucking amazing quote I want to finish this out with. says, as Navy Lieutenant Wilmer E. Gallagher turned the nose of his dauntless dive bomber down toward the Akagi, the memory of the USS Arizona's volcanic eruption in Pearl Harbor flashed across his mind, for he witnessed a death blow. As the Akagi exploded under his bomb, he looked back at the fireball, keyed up his mic, and called out over his radio to the other pilots in the sky, Arizona, I remember you. That is fucking powerful, guys. The fact that, you know, they basically went out and they said, fuck you, Japan, we're gonna kick your asses, and we destroyed most of those aircraft carriers that did that fucking attack on Pearl Harbor, which included, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, it's kind of hard. I know there was a Kagi, yeah, right here, Kaga, Akagi, Hayu, and Soyu. We sunk those bastards at Midway. Of course, the other two, Shokaku and Suikaku, we sunk later on. And those are the 6 fuckers that were, involved. But overall, what did I think about this book? It absolutely was just a magnificent masterpiece about this great ship. And it really is. Like I said, Joy Waldron, Jasper, James P. Delgado, and Jim Adams literally stitched together an amazing book that told so beautifully and so fucking vividly the story of this magnificent ship. Not just the ship, but the ship, her crew, that god-awful attack now on that infamous day of infamy, as President Roosevelt called it, and the fact that she became a symbol that aroused America, the sleeping giant, into action to kick Japan's ass and blow her ass up with not 1, but 2 bombs. So there you have it. I give this book 2 big fucking thumbs up and 5 out of 5 stars. It is a must. If you love history, you love learning about naval history, and you're interested in the Pearl Harbor attack, then this book should be on top of your list. It is once again called the USS Arizona, the ship, the men, the Pearl Harbor attack, and the symbol that aroused America, by Joy Waldron, Jasper, James P. Delgado, and Jim Adams. Absolutely a fucking must. So I hope you guys enjoyed that review. If you have any questions or comments about anything, leave them in the fucking comment section below and I'll get back with you. And if you're new to the channel, like the shit I do a little bit of everything. That's why I'm the jack of all trades with the foul mouth, for fuck's sake. And, hit that fucking subscribe button, hit the damn notification bell, never miss a video from yours truly ever again. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers, even better, let's get to 2,000 subscribers. It'd be fucking amazing. So, yeah. Till then, I'll catch you on a warm trade when we're hell anyone knows, and, God love you all, and Jesus does too, and until then, yeah. So, this is Commodore Urban saying have smooth seas and clear skies, happy sailing with all of you, and like I said, the good Lord love you all, and catch you on warm trade when we're hell anyone knows, and let's go Brandon, and fuck Joe Biden, and Trump 2024, baby. Yeah.